Yeah. I remember Larry when we was in Detroit with the Detroit Contemporary Art group, and he had his first, listen up, he had his first show, and he was a young college student. He was very quiet. I didn't say too much to him at that time. But anyway, I just want to say that he is one of my first, how should I say, colleagues back in the 1960s, something like that. Yeah. Anyway, I just want to say, let you know that I do have one of the colleagues of my era back then with Larry Walker.
Anyone else?
Mr. Malone, I'd like for you to talk a little bit about how you started painting trees.
Yeah. Well, these painting, look, yeah, I need some, hey, who got some mics, man? I need some inspiration here. What happened is, you know what, when you do things, you work to your capacity, C-A-P-A-C-I-T-Y. I have worked to my capacity because I'm 80 years old. All right. I have a studio, not bragging, a little yellow house over there in Grove Park. I have painted upstairs my paintings in the studio. I have painted downstairs. I mean, these are works of art.
And the tree.
I have painted all over the house, back porch, everywhere. So my point is that I have extended myself as far as doing what I have to do to get my work done. And so the thing is, I just want to say that after I painted so much, I have filled up my house with paintings. People have seen my work, have come over there and seen my work. And so when I paint so much, I don't have enough room for anything else. So since I don't have enough room to paint anymore, all my rooms are filled, and including the studio. I have extended my expertise outside the house. I have painted outside the windows. I mean, I have painted everywhere. And so my point is that I have extended myself to the trees outside the house because I do not have enough room inside the house to paint. What has happened, I paint. And I painted the bark of the trees. Well, no, make a short story short. I was outside mowing my lawn, and what happened is, after I got mowed my lawn, I noticed the trees on the lawn were looking over my shoulder, looking down at me, and I was sweating, trying to mow my lawn, and those trees just standing around doing nothing. I said, well, they're going to stand around doing nothing, so what I'm going to do is take and give them something to do. So what I did, I took some yellow paint, it could have been blue, red or anything, and took my paintbrush and dipped it in some paint and splashed it on the tree trunk and wrote I like what I saw. So I said, after I put that yellow paint on the bark, then I said I'm gonna put some green paint on the bark, on the bare bark. So I took that green paint, brushed it on the bark, on the bare bark. And so after I formulated that, I found out I had a beautiful flower. Then I said, well, why not take it further? So I took it and I used some yellow paint and blue paint and yellow paint. And so after I did all that, I found out I had a beautiful design on that tree trunk. So therefore I took it further and just say, great, that's what I'm going to do. So I took and painted the trees bark so that I can have something to extend my capability that I can take it outside. So basically that's what happened.
And it extended across the street to the neighbors as well.
And the neighbors happy to do that.
Okay. Let me say on behalf of Ham's House, how thrilled we are that you're a big patron of Ham's House. You're here all the time. We really appreciate that. Great to see all the other great artists here. Look, you said several times, I did what I had to do. And I thought that was quite revealing because in a lot of your paintings...
I paint my trees good, but my ears don't work that good.
I'll speak a little louder. The fact that you said several times, I did what I had to do, I thought was rather revealing because your subjects, in many cases, seem to be doing what they had to do in the context of the times. And I went back around and looked again, and sure enough, a lot of folk were doing what they had to do, making quilts, having their fun in the street, vending in the street and all that sort of thing, as was demanded by the circumstances of the time, segregation and all that. And I was wondering if that would not be a good theme for this exhibit, actually. People doing what they had to do.
Go ahead, sir.
I haven't seen the brochure, but are there any museums where Mr. Malone's works are exhibited or part of the permanent collection?
I'm sorry, you saying profane statement. I want to make sure I hear.
He was asking, are there any museums where your work is in the collection of or being exhibited at this time? I can tell you right now, in Athens, at the University of Georgia, I believe, many of the works of Brenda Thompson are on display, and some of James Malone's works are in that exhibition in Athens, as well as right now at Clark Atlanta University, I believe, and we have Tina Dunkley, the director. Raise your hand, please. His works are in our permanent collection. His works are in the permanent collection there as well. So many museums have collected his works over the years.
I attended Clark Atlanta University, and that's what I was getting at.
All right. Thank you, thank you. Now, I'm going to ask him a question here for everybody to hear, but Brenda Thompson wants you to talk about this piece.
Well, I think this piece has been...
Everyone who has a catalog, I'll pass it around for those who haven't seen it.
My colleague, Ms. Brenda Thompson, please stand. I have been a fan of hers for a while, and she has done some collective work here and other places, other states, and I commend her and her work and what she's done and how she has formulated a niche for collectors. I'm sorry, Paul Jones left. So we need more collectors, artists. We need more people who are into this realm of work. And I commend everybody who has endeavored to get into this collective audience, including myself. No. But anyway, I just wanted
Tell us
to,
about the painting, Mr. Malone.
he wanted me to
Talk about the painting.
It's been one of the most popular.
Okay. The painting, okay. In 1946, he asked for it. In 1946, I was, how shall I say it, worked at, there in Atlanta here. I was doing, how shall I say it, curator's work, not a curator, janitorial work. And what happens is that when you are a teenager and doing that type of job, you are limited. And I was very limited. I make runs for the office, and I did things that, that generally teenagers do in summer jobs. I had this summer job. And so what happens is that when I did this job, the proprietor of the drugstore I worked would send me out on errands too, and when I would go out, he would say not to go to the restroom. He would not let me go to the restroom in that building that I cleaned up. So what happened, I had to go 2 blocks down the street to the restroom, and that's what this painting is about. I could not go to the restroom, but yet I had to clean up the damn place. So that's it. I won't go into all that detail.
Yes, I didn't come back to see that. Okay.
I'm presenting them to the point.
Congratulations, you did it. Oh, it's a great show. Really good show.
Thank you for a career well done.
Yes,